Welcome to Andy D. Cole's podcast. Please like, share and subscribe.
Welcome to Andy D. Cole's podcast. Press like and subscribe.
Welcome to Andy D. Cole's. Sit back and enjoy as we dive deeper down into the rabbit hole.
Hello, welcome back. That was a quick week. I said I'd do an update for people that are either coming or wanting to come to Cannock and asking what equipment we're going to be taking. Now, I've got a question for the sober carper. I did message you in the last stream. Did you email about going tomorrow? Because I've only got the first name of the person, so I'm guessing it's you. Hi Joe, hi Andy, hi Alien, hi nickname. So yeah. So yeah, welcome back. Yes, right, it was you. Right, I've sent you my number. So if you're not sure, just give us a bell and I'll direct you. I've been there a few times. But anyway, that's that. Right, so there are new emojis now for members, Patreon members. When you get so many Patreon, you can up the level of emojis you've got on. So there is another one that's been added. If you go in there, you will. In fact, shall I do it first? So you got this guy. Look at that. Mr. E.T. himself. You can just see him. He's not touching him because he'll start and he does me having. Right, yeah, Johnny, just give us a shout tomorrow and we'll go from there if you're struggling. It's easy enough to find. So it's all good. Right, so the equipment that I'm going to be taking are as follows. Definitely taking the pendulum, and I've got camera's there, and I've got taking the laminated chart with me as well. So that's the first one. So I've got 3 setups for the camera. So this is the one where the phone will sit in their landscape. And they're the 2 LED lights. This is literally a parasol from a baby's buggy. I've not stole it, I bought it. The umbrella part sits in the top, it opens up. It's heat reflective and waterproof. So if it's too hot or too wet, none of the equipment's going to get wet. So I think I'm going to use that one going off tomorrow's weather. There are supposed to be thunderstorms and maybe showers and that, but it's also supposed to be hitting 31, 32 where we're going. So hopefully it will help protect that. So that's the first one. They're just your normal LED. I think there's 49 LED lights in them, and yeah, you can adjust the brightness on them, which is pretty good. There you go, blind you all. What more could you want? So that's that one. The next one is this one. It's a Sony Handycam. This is one I paid about £10 for on Facebook Marketplace. So these lights look the same, but these are the IR lights. You might be able, yeah, I know you can see on there, but you can see in the lens flare that you can just see the little dots and that they're all red. That's that. So this has got night vision, records onto disk, but all photos go onto a memory stick. So that's just easier to carry about and you can place it down. So that's that. That's them two first. So that's a parasol that sits in the other bit. You can see how it's got heat protection on the inside. So obviously I'm going to be, so they're going separate. Got a bag that's got the food in. Taking a little stove, nothing too exciting. It's literally can of gas, and then that sits on top of there. You open that, twist that valve, that opens the gas. Turn it back, it shuts, and they open up, and that's it. That didn't even cost. Oh, just cost about a tenner for all of that. We're going to take some peanut butter and put it up in the trees. And I rub it on the branches and what have you. So that's that done. We've also got 3 battery packs, rechargeable. Oh, you know what I mean. What they called? Oh, I forgot where my bag is. I've just moved everything round and now I can't reach anything. Oh, this is going to be it. So that's a rucksack I'm taking. 2 compasses. Right, so this is the next thing that I bought. That's a normal whistle. You've got a dog whistle. They're the same as what Nick Valenti was saying. Ultrasonic whistle. So this pops out and you can change the frequency by adjusting that valve. Don't know if you can see it. And that just twists. I've got it set at one that I can't hear. And that just pops back on. So I've got them 2. Yeah, so 3 power banks. Taking the green laser pointer with the oh, it's got like all the dots. It's like a grid red. Like a green grid. So that. Got 2 torches with 3 spare batteries that are all rechargeable. About 10 spare wires. So if we need to charge stuff up, we can. Taking the dowsing rods. Yeah, green grid, that's it. So this is a bag that I take when I go out on all investigations. So literally, I won't point it, but I'll just show you the different settings on there. So that's UV, which you can just about see on there. Then you've got white on the side. Then you've got red, which is another one that we need. Then red and white, that's like SOS. And that's it. That's that one. So I'm just reading what Simon's put. So then, as well, we're taking. So I'll show you how. Those that haven't seen it, because it doesn't normally work, I'll switch it on, and it goes to a ridiculous number. That's because I'm sat at the computer desk and there's just a billion wires. That top number's at. It's going up over 100 now. So that's a warning of the energy field, like radiation. So yeah, I'll turn it off now. So we know that works. Just got another normal zoomable torch. And then the green laser pointer. It's always told to get green and not the red. And so this is the rest of it. So this is I've used this a few times, but never really got anything. Digital voice recorder. It's only 8 meg, but you probably get about 10,000 hours of data on there. And another thing that I'm taking that a lot of people do forget to take, and when I find them, I'll show you. Oh, wait. I'll show you that one in a minute. So I'm taking some Sealy bags because if there is anything out there and we can get some evidence, you don't want to contaminate it. So it's literally your little plastic bags. Oh, sorry, I'm choking. Little plastic clear bags that have a Sealy thing at the top, like what you put, smaller version of freezer bags. And that's it. Also taking these, I know it might sound stupid, but these are anti-blister socks and they do work and they are worth every penny. I think they're about £8 a pair. Well, there's some, it's like a rubbery layer on the inside. So when you're walking for hours, your feet don't rub against the sock and cause blisters. I know because I did a 12-mile walk with these and nothing. And I've done it where I've done a mile walk and I had blisters bigger than my toes. So I am taking a couple of pairs of them just in case. Taking food, obviously, painkillers, paracetamol, and that is pretty much everything. Just let me see what that. Yeah, so the compass is taking the OS version, is ordering the survey. I'll show you that in a sec. Obviously, 2 radios, because that's all I've got. Well, the compass, if we get anywhere where the EMF meters are going off, this, I know you all know what a compass looks like, but you can see it's clear, so there's nothing that's going to be causing it to do anything it shouldn't be doing, unless we get to where the energy has gone completely stupid. So I've got a couple of those. I'll just let me cushion on the pillow on the floor. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. So I've got 2 of the dog whistles, a normal whistle, Swiss Army knife for protection if needed. A couple of other things that I'm not going to go into. And that is pretty much everything. Oh, I've got a couple of other things that are in the car. So I've got a pair of mini binoculars that I bought from Windermere about nearly 20 years ago. And I've got a, what are they called? Not a monocle. It's a singular binocular, but I can't think what the name is. All right, so these are the dowsing rods. I know they look like pens. When they pull out and twist, you have a sleeve on it, so you can twist. So I'll show you. You can twist the sleeve around, and it doesn't affect the motion of the rod. Monocular, that's it. Thank you, Simon. Yeah, so I've got some of the stuff's already in the car. It's stuff that I keep in there a lot of the time. Obviously, bottles of water, chocolate, any salty or sugary foods to keep the sugar and salt levels up in the blood. Because if it's going to be getting that hot, you do want to keep hydrating yourself. And like I said, just hundreds of spare wires. I'm just putting everything back because I forgot where I've got everything from. And the other thing that I forgot to mention is head torch. Because when you're carrying all that, the last thing you want to be carrying as well is torches in your hand. So this one costs about £12–15 on Amazon. It's got red, it's like 5 different settings on it. And it's like the batteries that are in the back of that fit in all the other equipment that I've got as well. So everything is fully charged. And these things I probably charge once, maybe twice a year. So it's not even like if they go off, if the batteries go on these, then there's definitely something not right over there. Hi, Stefan. Anyone else have missed in the chat? Hello. And it is literally tons and tons of wires. And I found the best thing to keep all the wires together is air bubbles. They're cheaper than the wire ties. You can get about 50 air bubbles for about, is it 50 air bubbles for £1? So they're definitely worth getting hold of if you're using a lot of cables for anything. I just have to move this away. Yeah, so that's it. Protection. So physical and non-physical protection. The non-physical, I'm taking obsidian and clear quartz. They're in the car now. Hopefully they'll be charging. Like I said, I've got that jar, well, glass full of crystals. I'm going to go through that later and see what we've got. I've got a couple of people that are going to be casting protection spells for us. So, yes. So in the snack bag, I have one large bag of cool Doritos, 2 mild salsa dip, 2 tins of beans, tin of meatballs, a tin of ravioli. Oh, and 2 bars of chocolate, I think, orange Yorkie, and I've got orange Yorkie and a Mars bar, I think it is. Yeah, Mars Duo, Yorkie. Go and buy some peanut butter on the way there. I've also got a spare laser pointer, so if anyone wants to turn up, they can have this. You will have to get a battery for it. I just always buy rechargeable stuff now, and this is why I probably used it for about half an hour. Didn't use it for quite a while, and the battery's just gone on it. I don't even think there's a battery in there anymore. Right, let me turn the chat on because I can't see anything what you guys are saying. Yeah, so that's it. That's what we're going to do. No alcohol. Because number of reasons. One, we're not going out there to party. Secondly, if we do see something, and then when we're questioned, like Simon and Warren have both said, it's like, well, whatever you said you've seen is going to be debatable. You've had a drink. How do we know you're telling the truth? You could have imagined it. So it's not worth it for that. And if for any reason we need to get in the cars and get back, we wouldn't be able to legally, so it's not worth it. And it's not worth it for that anyway. So it's better to go clear head, know where you're going, know what you're doing. That's it. So we're meeting up around 12 o'clock. If anyone would like to meet us, we are going to the main visitors centre at Cannock Chase. So if you're driving in from Lichfield, you go past the BMX track entrance. So as it goes round, you go up the hill, follow it up. It starts to level out a bit from what I can remember. There's a turning to the left. You go down there, and the visitor centre's in there. I think as well, it's £6 parking all day. So we're going to go in that bit, have the meet up, discuss what we're going to do, where we're going to go, and all this stuff that I've got. Some of it we're going to be taking during the day, some of it going to take at the night, and so it's a bit of mix of everything. It depends what we decide we're going to do at the night when we get there, as what equipment we're going to use. And I think there's enough equipment there that I'm bringing that if anyone else wants to use it, they are more than welcome. Yeah, so we're meeting at the visitor centre. I've also taken a couple of fold-up stools, the three-legged ones, like a little patch of cloth on top to sit on. Got a big sheet of tarpaulin. I think it's at 8 foot by 7 or 8 foot by 11 even. So I'm going to take that, either use it as a roof or a ground sheet for when we are doing the stakeout, so to speak. Couple of umbrellas, so just everything you would take as though you was going living in the wilderness for a few days. Even though we're only going for one night, it's worth taking that little bit extra because you don't know what's going to happen. Yes, got 2 walkie-talkies, all fully charged. And I also found out, even though I've had them for nearly 2 years, that they've got a torch on them. Never seen that before, so no idea. Bottles of water, bottles of lemonade, plenty of fuel, taking wellies, taking walking boots, pair of trainers, not so much a change of clothes, whatever I'm going to be wearing. Obviously, I'm going to be wearing the logo t-shirt and hoodie, depending on how hot or cold it is there. And that's it. So, this is the next thing. Sorry, 1 second. Camera's going funny. So the first stream is going to be on TikTok. Now, I've mentioned this before, but the reason behind it is I've got over 1,100 followers on TikTok, and I've not done anything on there for so long. So if you're not on TikTok or you don't want to go on TikTok, don't worry about it. It's only going to be, that's going to be more during the day of where we're going. So I just jump back a bit. So during the day, I'm going to show the guys where we're going and roughly where we're going, and let them do an assessment check of it while it's daylight, so they know what the terrain's like, any obstacles, anything we need to take to get past. This time of year shouldn't be too bad because Cannock Chase is pretty well looked after. There might be some high foliage, depending on the day, the grazing, how well it's looked after. But when I've been there in the past, it's all pretty decent, not like the cemetery up near me, where it's like 4 or 5 foot high. You can't see 10 foot in front of you. So we're going to go out and check that first and have a walk about and talk and do stuff. And then obviously when we go back in the evening, everyone's going to know what to expect and how they're going to get around and what have you. It's better to be safe than sorry and just have that little bit of safety before anything else, because it's not worth it. If we go out and we get like half a mile in, we've got to, if someone hurts himself, we've got to then either try and carry them back whilst carrying all the equipment in the dark, and that's just going to be more hazardous than it would not doing the daylight check in the first place. Sorry, bear with me one moment. Yeah, that was just Maria Wheatley saying thank you for tonight. It was a great show. And yeah, that was it. So thank you everyone in the chat for coming on and asking the questions that you did. Right. So back to Cannock. Yeah, so we're going to have a look around during the day, blah, 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 go back. Yeah, do all that. Now, going to be doing TikTok, as I just mentioned, because I've not done anything on there for so long. I feel like a bit crap for not doing anything, for having so many followers. But obviously I have been concentrating on YouTube because now we've got the monetization and Patreon. I thought it was going to get easier. It's 10 times more hard work. I'm doing more now just on YouTube than I was TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook group and my own profile put together. Don't ask, I don't know. It's just gone ridiculous. But that's how it goes. So first 30 minutes to an hour will be TikTok. Then later on, just before dusk, I'm going to do one on YouTube, or we're going to do one on YouTube that is going to be public for everyone to see. And that's going to be more about where we are, what we're going to be doing, and where we're going to be doing it. What equipment we're going to use. So a bit of like behind the scenes to what's going on and where we're at with everything. Then it's set for 10 o'clock, but the time may change depending and according to the weather and where we are inside the chase. So remember 10 o'clock, but it may vary. It might go 15 minutes, half an hour, either way, possibly more later than earlier. I can't really see us doing it before 10 o'clock. I think it's going to be 10 o'clock or onwards, but I will keep you updated on there anyway. And that is going to be for members only. Now, the reason I'm doing it for members only is there are now 10 members. I know you guys do it to help and support me, and I really, truly do appreciate all that. It's just without this little bit extra, I we're not going to be able to go out and do Cannock. So with people doing the super chat and joining as a Patreon and all that kind of stuff, that little bit of extra money that comes through YouTube goes towards us going out to Cannock, to Rendlesham, to Stonehenge, to hopefully Bempton and wherever else there's all this stuff going on. I do want to in spring, I want to be going up to Scotland and meeting up with Chris Meek and do some stuff up there with him. There's loads of different little things of what I do, but it does cost. Like when Laura's on the other day, it's coming out of my own pocket. I'm having to cover for all this myself. I'm not complaining about it because I love doing it. It's like any hobby. All hobbies cost. But with you guys helping just that few quid here and there makes a massive, massive difference and gives me more opportunity to go out and do the better investigations at more well-known locations rather than just doing the local little, don't want to say crappy areas, but they're not that well-known. And I don't, like, how many times I've been to Kingsthorpe, how many times I've been to Church Ruins, how many times I've been to Newport Pagnell. I'm not saying the places are bad, but you want to go somewhere on a bigger scale. So that's it. The places that we're going to be going tomorrow night, I know I can do a live stream from because I've checked in the past the signal. And for some reason around Cannock, the signal is always good. I've never been, there might be a little black spot here and there, but 99% of the places that I've been to has had half to full 4G signal or even 5G. So if anything doesn't work around there, then I know it's not my phone. I've got 2 separate SIM cards in there, 2 different networks, so it will swap and change between the 2 if either of them go down. So yeah, I was just looking at the comments in the chat. So going back to the Patreon, so the reason I'm doing, like I said, the reason I'm doing it this way is for those of you who are members that have put money through the super chat and have donated via PayPal and so on. It's to give that little bit something back and to make it fair. I don't want to feel like anyone's getting ripped off. I know you probably don't anyway. I hope you don't, because I'm doing this every Friday and pretty much at the moment every Wednesday. So I love doing this. I'd rather do this and go out, to be honest with you, and get to meet some great people. And you guys in the chat, I've met some of you, and I have nothing to complain about other than really the running costs of it all, but it's all part of the package. It's just what happens. So that's why the main stream is going to be for members only. Now, that will be members only until next Saturday, and then you guys who are not members will be able to watch it a week later. So I'm not letting you watch it, but I'm just giving it to the members first because they're, without being horrible, but they're giving a little bit more at the moment. I know not everyone can afford it, and I don't think I'd be able to be honest. It even gives me the option to become a member of my own channel. Don't even know how that's possible, but it's but I think with the more members that do join, the better the content will be when we're going out, like field investigating and so on. Next update for the YouTube channel is I'm going to do a second tier. The second tier is going to be called Dogman. This is where Joe Weeks has a meltdown. And that's going to include pre-recorded guest interviews. So they're going to go out for the members because with that, I can record them morning, day, afternoon, whatever time, it doesn't matter. And then they'll go out on a Wednesday or a Friday, depending what else is going on. So there's that one. But this is for the second tier, remember, not the first one. And also, I'm going to be doing, and it's Laura Eisenhower that gave me the idea. So for all the members, I'm going to do like a team meet, but I'm going to do it via StreamYard. So all I'll do is send you the link. If you're available, you can jump in, come on the chat. So it'll be like you watch a live stream on a Friday night, but it won't be live. So it'll just be like a video chat with one of your mates. But what I want to do, I want us to discuss things that you enjoy that I do, things that you think could be improved or get rid of altogether, new ideas, and just how to keep the content at that level and keep it up and running, and just not improve it, but just keep it at a certain level that it doesn't drop. And the feedback from you guys is what I need, because you're the ones watching it. I'm not watching this. I'm sat here doing it. So I need the feedback from you, because like I said, you're watching it. So what better way is to have a meeting with you, and then you tell me what you think works and what doesn't. I only see this from my side. I don't see it as you lot when you're looking in. So that's that. So that will be for tier. That bit will be for tier 2 members only. I think I might do the first 2 for all members, see how it goes. But then the tier 2 will be pre-recorded live streams with guests, and the, I don't know what you want to call it, coldest chat, let's call it. So yeah, that's that. So if you are feeling you've got extra money and you want to share some of it, please do feel free to join as a member. You can do it, and I'm going to show you where, because a lot of people said they couldn't find it at the beginning, on where to go on the homepage of the YouTube channel. So I did a screenshot of it. Sorry, just bear with me, because it took me ages to find it before. I'm probably going to take me ages to find it again. There we go, screenshots. Right, so once you upload it, I'll show you. Yeah. So that's the top part of the homepage. It shows you how many videos, how many subscribers, all your different bits that you go on. On the community, just before I go on the community part, I'm pretty much, not daily, but every couple of days, I'm putting posts on there, whether it contains images, also information with updates about the show, what's going on, so on and so on. If you do want to join, it's that button there. So ignore them two, they're for me, but the join button should be there. And if, I think Joe was saying that it will say join and subscribe. It doesn't say customize channel and manage whatever that says, videos. But yeah, that's where you click on the join button anyway, or you can click membership underneath. But yeah, if you do feel you want to, then please do. Super chat as well, you can donate through that. And like I said, a lot of the money that comes through, YouTube keeps, so I don't even get half of that. So it's not worth packing me jobbing for yet, even though I would love to do this full time. So yes, that's it. So TikTok, YouTube public, YouTube members, and that's it. The website, I updated that this afternoon. It's got everything on there that you need to know over the weekend. So yeah, if there's anyone listening now and they do want to meet up, it will be around 12 o'clock at the Cannock Chase Visitor Centre. Just follow that. You can't miss it. If I can find it, anyone can. So yeah, that's it. Oh, as well, if you are on Android, I've not noticed it on Apple yet, but if you are on Android and you go onto my website, you will get a little pop-up notification saying install app. Please click on it and it'll install the YouTube app directly onto your phone or tablet, and that way you don't have to keep typing it in. Even I've got it. and it is literally, so it's at the bottom there in the middle. So, so click on it. That's it. Straight onto the website. So it makes it a lot easier. And I try and do that at least 2-3 times a week. Keep it updated. I always do it before and after a stream anyway, so that you know who's coming on next and what have you. Right. Also, I mentioned Wednesdays. Now this is, I know I said I wasn't going to do it, then I said I am going to do him, and I said I wasn't going to do him, but I've now decided, after a couple of weeks of thinking about it, I'm not going to be doing Wednesdays as of, I think it's the end of November. So I've got every Wednesday this month, every Wednesday in October, every Wednesday in November, maybe not one of them, and that's it. As of the 6th, Friday the 6th of Friday, I'm looking wrong day. As of Wednesday the 6th of December, I'm not going to be doing any Wednesdays. Only reason I will is if it's a pre-record and the guest that's coming on can't do a Friday for whatever reason. So in October, I think it is, I've got it's not October, yeah, beginning of October, Eric Mintle coming back on to do the part 2. Now the reason is that's the Wednesday is he can't do Fridays because he does the music, so he's always booked up doing stuff like that. So when it's something like that, that's when it's going to be a Wednesday, and these ones are live. Also, Preston Dennett is coming on the 11th of October, and for those that don't know, he's going to be doing a talk and step by step on how to astral travel. So for those of us that either can't do it or can only get so far, hopefully he'll be able to help us just push to that next level and get there. Then we can all meet up and have a astral travel party in Nickname's front garden, and then we'll go floating around Stonehenge or something. So yeah, so that's it. I have emailed Jimmy Church and Johnny Enoch, not heard anything back yet, but I didn't expect to anyway. And then on the Fridays, that is completely full until the 1st of March. And then from then on, Fridays are going to be, it's not going to be a guest every Friday. That's going to change, but I don't want to give too much away at the moment. It's going to be a little bit, it's going to be a lot different, but the same at the same time. So yeah, you'll find out as we get nearer the time anyway. And that is pretty much it. If anyone has got any questions, please feel free to ask. I've got to pack all this away now, and then still didn't get anything to eat. So hi Doug, hi Stefan. So I was just reading your last comment. Yeah, I got that on Facebook because, like I said, it is a tenner with all the bits and pieces in. Now, anyone got any questions? Let me know now, because I will be ending this in a moment. If not, anyone interested in coming tomorrow, you can email me at cannockchase@andydecodes.com. All one word, all lowercase. Hi Shane. We shall try. Hopefully we won't get eaten by a dog man. I think Si's going to cover his van in peanut butter then climb inside. I think that'd be pretty good, that, to be honest. So yeah, so need to take the little bags, the sealing bags, in case we do find any evidence of anything. No alcohol, and just imagine you're a Boy Scout or something and you're going on a survival course. So yeah, that's it. Right. I'm guessing there's no questions. Yes. Oh yeah, sorry. So it is a live feed. All 3 of them are going to be live feeds. So it's all going to be live. So what you see is what you get like now. So that's it. Right. I'm going to go. There are no questions coming up. have a wonderful rest of your Friday night. Hopefully I'll see you guys on TikTok and YouTube tomorrow. And those who are not members, you will be able to see it a week tomorrow. So that's it. Hold on, I'm fed up. I keep saying so. I don't even know why I keep saying it. On that note, I'm going to close all this down, get something to eat, go to bed, and get ready for the morning. But have a great time, and see you then. Take care. Goodbye.